So hello guys, it's Flippy Markets here. Let's talk about today's trade breakdown and the scaling positions. Okay, actually price was building up liquidity trend line here, but we talked about this several times. And price took out the majority of the liquidity trend line, but build up equaled up right here. So there's still actually triple tops. So there's still a lot of liquidity left just below the extreme supply zone. And on the 15-minute, as you can see, price reversed on this week right here. So it reversed on this supply and started to do a pullback. And this pullback is actually a liquidity trend line again. So price is building up more liquidity for this supply to be tapped. So it has to gain more power from demand zones. For example, this one or this one. But I believe price will come down to this area and do a change of character here. After that, it can head up to this supply zone because this demand zone doesn't really have enough power to reverse the price. Actually, if you take a look, you'll see that here's the last structural point, and price reacted on this here and did a pullback, and this demand zone broke through the overall bearish trend. So actually, I believe this was a 4-hour supply zone or a 15-minute or 1 hour. So this is a really, really valuable zone. And it also swept liquidity, as you can see, did a change of character on the higher time frame. And yeah, has a lot of inefficiency. This supply zone, sorry, I will just delete this. So this demand zone is actually just a continuation, decisional demand zone on the 15-minute. This is also a 4-hour zone. So this is more power, this is more value than this. Okay, let's see the 1-minute chart, and I will just remove these. So on the 1 minute, as you can see, price is building up a perfect supply chain. That means building up liquidity. I showed you on the 15-minute. So as you can see, perfect. The supply chain is building up over and over again, and price tapped the 15-minute demand right here. So 15-minute demand was up here. This demand is a 5-minute refined, and as we always say, do not trust the first step, and that's exactly what happened. Price has to go deeper. The 1% mitigation of the zone isn't enough. It literally just tapped the zone. It isn't enough to gain power and collect orders. Orders are resting here or just below the zone, but majorly here. The tap of the 1% of the zone is not enough. So always wait for the second tap or a deeper tap. Okay, so as you can see, price was reacting on this supply. This was a really, really good anti-opportunity. And after that, I will just delete this. And after that, price tapped the 15-minute demand zone and did a change of character here. But this wasn't really a change of character. This was just a liquidity collect. So this was liquidity for the supply, as you can see. And it has inefficiency. It broke structure to the downside. So this was the extreme that caused the break of structure. Swept liquidity from here and here. And this was just a reaction of that zone, not a change of character to the upside. I've said several times in the group that I'm still expecting the tap of the deeper zones. And you didn't really believe me, but you see it happened. Price has to mitigate deeper areas of the zone, not just 1% of it. Okay. After that supply tap, I missed the trade right here by 0.1 bit. But it is what it is. After the reaction, price changed character here and here. And built up small liquidity here and here. I did set my order limit on the 50% of this supply zone that caused the inefficient movement, huge inefficiency, as you can see. And I got tagged in. Yeah, so I will just place this limit here. I did set a 2 pip stop loss. So right here, and I was targeting this zone. Okay, this is the first position. After this position, the scaling happened. As you can see, price reacted on this zone. Created inefficient push again, similar to this one, created inefficient push again to the downside. And this supply zone was the extreme supply zone that caused the break of this week low, because as you can see, this week low failed to break above the last high. So this proves that this is a weak low. And this supply zone caused the break of it with an impulsive movement to the downside, and it built up liquidity here, a lot of liquidity, as you can see. So after price broke this week low, I did set my stop loss to break even. But after I saw that price is coming up and liquidating this liquidity, I just moved back my stop loss to the original place, because I knew that price will react on this supply zone, and I did open a scalping trade on the purposes I told you. So once again, it built up liquidity. Let me just mark the supply zone out first. So here's the supply. So criteria: it has inefficiency. First criteria is fit. It changed character or broke structure. Second is fit. Actually, it was a weak structure break, but it's also a structure break. Okay, second criteria is fit. Third criteria, liquidity. It has a lot of liquidity in this region. So third is fit. This is a perfect scalping trade. Okay, I did set my order on the 50% fit again, and let me just set it up. Bear with me, please. So yeah, with 2 pip stop loss again, and I did target this zone again. And actually, you can see it had a really strong reaction, and this could have been another entry opportunity, because this was the last down candle before the last high, and price actually did a change of character after this supply tap and reacted on this supply that did the change of character. So there could have been a third scalping position, but it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, inefficient push again, weak below the last low, and broke the weak structure again, because this low couldn't create a new high again. So this proves this is a weak low again. And as you can see, price created liquidity on the downside. Price did a pullback, reacted on this supply zone, broke through the liquidity, swept that liquidity, or just build the third bottom. Actually, it was just the third bottom. After that, price swept the upside liquidity, as you can see. So here were double tops. Price swept that liquidity, and I closed my positions after I saw this rejection on the wicks. So I did set my trailing TP, just call it that. I did set my trailing TP here. You can see it, sorry, here. So this candle took me out, and actually that was 1 to 10 risk reward. So I booked 10% on these double stack position trades. And after the stop TP, I don't know how to call it, taken me out, price just ran straight to my TP. It could have been 1 to 14 risk reward, but yeah, that 4% doesn't really matter for me. It was still a good trade, and that's why I said price mitigated the downer areas of the demand zone and actually broke through that zone. So heading down to the, let me just show it, heading down to the 50-minute demand zone that I told you. And this is a really strong demand zone. I believe this will reverse the price, and after the change of character on this zone, price will hit this supply zone up here. So yeah, but one more important thing, also the sweep of these lows can happen before the change of character. So price has a great chance to tap this zone, do some rejection, maybe a fake change of character, sweep the lows, and after that a real change of character and tap this zone. So yeah, but this will happen tomorrow, or maybe not even tomorrow, next week. But yeah, that was the behind these on the trades, and I hope you liked it. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.